So, Brad Beal drops a career-tying 60 points, and the Wizards still lost the game. Yeah, you heard me right. Brad Beal dropped a career-tying 60 points, but the Washington Wizards still lost the game. Russell Westbrook added 12 and 8, I believe. David Bertans added 17 points off the bench. But the reality of it is, the rest of the team fell short of the mark. Thomas Bryant didn't have a dominant game. Huchimura only scored 8 points. Deni only scored, I believe, 1 point. And then bench production was nothing other than David Bertans. So, Scott Brooks, I ask you, you're not playing Troy Brown Jr. or Isaac Bonga, which can get you some scoring and some defense. And you're playing some of these other guys that are not producing. So, when are you going to play these guys? Because obviously your regular rotation isn't working. Before it gets out of hand any further, you need to fix these rotations. Fix the rotations. You're playing David Bertans off the bench. That's cool. You're playing Robin Lopez off the bench. He's producing. You're playing Ish Smith off the bench. He's producing. But after them 3-4 players, where's the rest of the bench production? You're playing Jerome Robinson, who's hit or miss on scoring and defense. Where you could be playing, in my opinion, you should be playing Troy Brown Jr. Troy Brown Jr. is a bigger guard forward that can defend and score. Isaac Bonga is a great defensive player. I think he probably could have helped in the last game last night versus the 76ers, because they're a little bit taller, younger, a little more athletic than some of the guys that are in the rotation. The Wizards are now, 2-7? 2-7, 2-8? This is a bad look for the Washington Wizards and Scott Brooks. And it's casting a dark shadow over the dynamic duo of Brad Beal and Russell Westbrook. Because people are going to say that Brad Beal's he's been having great scoring outputs in damn near every game so far this season. But it's only equal to, 2 wins, which were back-to-back wins at that. And, it hasn't produced any more wins. Russ is, for the most part, averaged a triple-double. And in one of the 2 wins, he didn't even play in. So that tells you something right there. His triple doubles are not as important, or Brad Beal's big scoring outputs are not as important as it doesn't equal out to a win. When you go beyond Brad Beal, Russell Westbrook, and I'm gonna say Thomas Bryant, as far as their starting lineup, where else is the production coming? This is the biggest question. Where is the rest of the production coming? Come on. David Bertans has finally hit his scoring stride in the last 2 games, finally. There's no way y'all can go into February being 2-8, 2-9, 2-10. And then expect to make the playoffs. It's not going to work. You guys need to figure out how to get the most out of Roy Huchimura. How to get Deni the ball in his good spot so he can score more. Like, he's a pretty good shooter. But yet, he's not scoring. He's maybe averaging 6 points a game. I expected him to at least average 10. Roy Huchimura can give y'all 15 and 9. So, if you get more production out of the rest of your starting five, when your bench rotation comes in, and they can give you 20 to 30 points off the bench or more, then you guys are good. But then again, you guys get off to a lot of slow starts, and foul trouble has plagued y'all. So, it's back to the drawing board again. Scott Brooks has to figure out rotations. He has to figure out getting more players involved beyond Brad Beal and Russell Westbrook. You know the two of them are going to get theirs. You know Ryan's going to get his. Maybe you guys need to start the game off by getting Deni and Roy Huchimura going. And then play off of that and get yourselves going. It's going to take more than Brad Beal and Russell Westbrook and Thomas Bryant for y'all to win games and to make the playoffs. So, y'all need to start now figuring it out before it's too late. And then they're going to go to saying Russell Westbrook needs to be traded and Scott Brooks needs to be fired.